This is the Japaridze Tarot that actually just came out. It has been out of print, and this is the revised edition. It's published by US Games, and it is a pretty remarkable deck. The artwork is beautiful. It really reminds me of the some other decks that are kind of well put together, like the Stella Tarot, Stella's Tarot, even the Liberty Tarot. I'm trying to think if there's any others, but yeah, I mean the colors, the scenes, it's really a nice nice deck, and they did a really good job with this. So this is the deck and book set, and it's the revised edition. It just came out this year. It originally came out in 2014, so it's not too old, but I'm so glad they put it back in production. And it's in like a little box. It comes with a book. Let's look at the book. So you see that it has, it's a nice book, I think. You can see how some of it's gloss, some of it's not. I love it when they do that with printing stuff. And I have about the artists in the back, education, exhibitions, different spreads, and then here are the cards. So here's like the Fool, and it tells you about the artist and his intentions with the picture, which is nice. How he created the tarot. Oh, it's a girl. It's a woman. Oh, okay. I thought Nino, it was a guy. It's actually a Nino after the much beloved Saint Nino. Women's names. Okay, so how to say the name? Japaridze. Japaridze. Okay, so that's how you say it. It has 4 syllables. The accent's primarily on the 3rd syllable and the secondarily on the last one. Japaridze. Okay. So Nino is a girl, a woman, and that's how you say the name. Japaridze. So Japaridze Tarot. Say her name, say her name. Obviously a reference to maybe Destiny's Child, Say My Name. And the Road to the Tarot, Japaridze. It also tells you gouache, ink, and collage, so there is some collage work in here. I was wondering if that was... Some have collage, some of them do not, but it's kind of hard to tell. Anyway, so the book will tell you all about that, which is really nice. If you notice, I have some spools of thread here for color because I thought the deck is so colorful. Some of this thread actually all of it belonged to my grandmother that passed away last year. And I inherited her sewing machine, and I don't have it in my house yet. I have it stored, but her sewing supplies I took, and I just kind of have them, and I've used some of the thread because it's really in strange colors like that, or this mauve styrofoam. It's very light styrofoam. Here's a wooden spool. This one's gold tone. Anyway, let's look at the tarot. So it comes in this box, and these boxes, they do this insert. It's always like not very good. It usually falls apart. This one had bent there. I'll straighten that out. A lot of decks, they try to make this cushion. It's like a one-piece cardboard cushion, and half the time it breaks down, just like that one had done, trying to stabilize the cards. So here we have here's the size of the cards. There's the back. I love the back. It is reversible. There's no text around it. It's completely a mirror. So there's the title card. Here's a short guide. So there's some changes. So swords are wind, wands are fire, cups are tides, and pentacles or coins are gardens, earth. So it does correspond to the traditional elements. And then the court titles: page to jester, knight to stranger, queen to queen, and king to king, which is actually pretty cool. So let's look at the tarot. So looking at it, here's the size of it. Fits in your hand, it's nice. Typical US games card stock. Not very noisy. Slides well. They did a good job with it. So here's the Fool. The Magician. There's sort of an alien back there. Could be an alien craft. Another there. Priestess. So some of these are very abstract, and some of them are not. And I'm trying to think, I have so many decks. What other abstract decks are there that I have? I mean, there's the Margaret Peterson deck. There's the Empress. This one's War. Hierophant. I love these Mondrian color blocks. It's also very Bauhaus, very Kandinsky. And there's a couple of these cards. I think there's 3 that reference these colors. The Chariot. Very much kind of a circus feel. Here's Justice, which is sort of balanced. Those color blocks. The Hermit. Fortune. This Strength card is, the lion almost has the face of a person. Almost. So the Hangman, the Drowned. Reminds me of an iris, the colors. Death. Person sort of. Temperance. This reminds me of Dali, sort of with the thin elements and then sort of the opening portals. Devil. It's bad up there. The Tower. This one's a pretty dynamic card. I see one person there. I see a face there. The Star. This one's nice with the long hair. Moon. The Sun. For the Sun, this one's very strange. I love this figure here. There's like pearls, and this almost looks like Harmonious Bosch. Can't tell. I mean, is it a heart? Is it a flower? What is that? There's like a brush, like a shaving brush or something almost. I mean, that's a gorgeous card. It doesn't remind me that much of the sun except for the flames of the sun there. Sort of this Apollo figure. There. Judgment. Here we have sort of like after a storm. You know, the clouds break, sun rays come through. The world. This sort of reminds me of the Dali Tarot, but the Dali Tarot is, you know, I've talked about it, it's not my favorite. He signed every damn card. He was a narcissist. He, a megalomaniac. He was just too many things wrong. And I don't think he had a full grasp of tarot. I think he just sort of gravitated towards it and thought he'd do one just to do one. And that's the major arcana. Really, really beautiful. And now we have the winds, which would be swords. The bat. Oh, I am drinking wine right now. Bing. This is a wine, it's a red wine from Early Mountain here in Virginia. And it is pretty decent. I've been there a few times to their facility. Two of Winds. There's an amulite, the fossil snail. Four creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, that is so gorgeous. Houses there, sort of a castle, city, town in the back. People riding horses. Hmm. Seven. Hmm. Almost like dragonfly wings. Almost. A tree with bats. Notice it got kind of darker. I love that. Look at that. It's like a sunset. So here's the Jester of Winds. Stranger of Winds. This looks really. This almost reminds me of Beetlejuice. Sort of this, the pattern, repeating pattern, the plaid. We have a ruff around the neck, a bat hat. It also reminds me a little bit of Carnival at the End of the World tarot. The Queen of Winds. Look at her dress. Oh wow. Fancy man with the little bows on his toes. And then we're into fire. Here's the one that's on the cover. You actually see more of this painting on the cover. And those are put on there. So the card chops it off right here at the bridge, but there's more actually there, and the background stops. It's like there's a little bit of it, but it's changed a little bit. Interesting. More colors. Oh wow, it's a maypole. There's 4 ribbons. 5 of fire. 6 of fire. We have a violinist. Oh, everybody's dressed up here. 7 of fire. He's like inflamed, almost like a burned alive witch. I mean, there's a pyre there, like a funeral pyre or something, but he's not dead. Eight of fire. Nine of fire. 10 of fire. Ooh. Oh, these gesture cards are really nice. They remind me of the Italian Harlequin motif. Stranger of fire. The Queen of Fire. The King of Fire. It almost reminds me of like a what do you call the bull? The Matador. He looks like a matador. And then we have Ace of Tides. Six of Tides. Ooh, 7 of Tides. We have treasure guarded by snakes, pearls. 8 of Tides. 9 of Tides. 10 of Tides. Jester. Stranger of Tides. Queen of Tides. I love this card. King of Tides. We have this handsome man. He has pearls. And then the last one, Gardens, which would be pentacles or coins. Of all the aces, this one is has the most going on. Ooh. 2 of Gardens. And we have an artist. Bare feet. Seven. Eight, we have a chemist. 9 of Gardens. I was like, what is this? And it's a woman in a garden. The fancy card. 10 of Gardens. She looks almost like a, she's from a Magritte painting. Magritte has this, Rene Magritte has a strange sort of way of people look. Jester of Gardens. Stranger of Gardens. Queen. There's a bird on her arm. And the king. He has a, I'm not sure what that is. Papaya, maybe? No. Maybe a fruit or maybe a shell. It's hard to tell. So that is the Japaridze Tarot. I said it right. Japaridze. Nino. And it's not a man, it's a woman. So I learned three things. It has some collage in it. How to say the last name, and it's a woman. And try to get the box open. There we go. So I'm going to put the cards back in the box. I ordered this one directly from US Games Inc. And they actually are not selling right now because of the whole pandemic. They've stopped orders. And then I was looking on Tarot Arts, and they said they were getting it, but I ordered it before they had it listed. I think they sold out of it, but it's such a good deck, nice deck. It's I love the box it comes in, so I think it's a really good purchase if you connect with cards. Anyway, thank you for watching, and thank you. I always love my comments, so if you have any comments, I always respond to them or like them. I never ignore them. So, but anyway, thank you for watching.